Hey everyone, welcome back. We're at the very start of the industrial era, where I have just picked the Siamese. We have taken over the continent. I think we did that 2 episodes ago now. So we're really developing our cities, but we're also looking to break into this other territory. Now, the pink-ish slash reddish player here has taken the Zulu, which makes it quite difficult because of the Humankind combat strength bonus, the Zulu combat bonus, the fact that Impi are available from a very early technology can make it hard to go to war, and they tend to have a lot of units running around. So I don't want to rush into it. And then the blue player, or excuse me, the green player has taken the British, which can also be difficult, and I'm relying on them a bit for trade at the moment. So the strategy for now is to just build up a bit and hopefully swarm over the Zulu with a bunch of just higher tier tech stuff. So I was researching siege cannons in the last episode because I was running out of stuff to research. But what I really want is to get to line formation. Let's go through carbine. Now you probably noticed there that it is going to take quite some time to actually research that stuff, because I do not have amazing research output at the moment. We will do what we can with respect to that. It is quite a bit harder to balance those outputs now that you can't build quite as many quarters as you could before. But we're working on it. We're doing our best. Oh, it doesn't really have a suggestion for where I should actually put that, which is odd. For the most part, the suggestions are typically fine. That's more efficient than a market quarter. So we'll grab that first. And then start getting everyone back over to my territory. And once line infantry become available, I want to be able to upgrade a decent number of them right away. So I need to save up on that money and not use it to buy things out. Sure, I'll withdraw demands. Okay, your religion, no, I think my religion mostly dominates the continent here, so I have really no reason to use your religion. Let's see if I can get a little bit better vision of what the Zulu lands look like, because that is who I will be going after here. Some kind of island. Or island chain. Okay, not a lot of information. Just wait. And at this point, we are mostly just end turning until we can get to line infantry. Illuminate's fine. Okay. I really want to build these floating markets here, particularly since Kerma has a pretty reasonably high population. But reality is I just need more research. So I'm going to focus on those things instead. We can build them later in the era, hopefully. Now the thing I need to go for after line formation is steam engine into electricity, which is going to improve all of our outputs based on the amount of coal that we have. Very important technology. Okay, pop an outpost down here, doesn't matter where. Just want to control that territory. Gives me some strategic options if I need to retreat somewhere, or if I need to launch an attack from somewhere. Gives me vision of the area, can heal my units in that territory. So if you're able to afford it and don't need the influence for anything else, definitely worth picking those up. Zulu entered the final era, huh? I don't think they're going to have great tech, but we'll find out where they're at once we have a reasonably assembled army here. Okay, we can combine some of these. 4 more turns for line formation. I suspect the choice for the last era is going to end up being the Japanese. I have a hard time seeing who else it could be, other than the Swedes. But the Japanese tech discount is super valuable if you are running with low science outputs already. The Turks might be okay too if I'm struggling a bit on food. But obviously the public school was significantly changed. It's way, way, way less good at producing science than it used to be. Which is good, because it was pretty broken before. Okay, so yeah, steam engine down into electricity, that looks good. Probably want to go for trench warfare after that. Trench warfare, you really need the artillery. Becomes your primary indirect fire unit for pretty much the rest of the game. Helicopters kind of supersede it later, but like contemporary air attacks, I don't know. Usually the contemporary goes so fast that you can't make a lot of good use of contemporary technologies. But the pace of the game has been slowed down, so that may have changed a fair bit. That being said, I am in industrial at turn like 162, which, it's not fast in terms of like what's the maximum or what's the minimum time you can do something, but it is fairly fast in terms of just playing a normal game. Okay. So, I am a dumbass. I should not have upgraded them. Oh wait, oh yeah, I should have. Okay. I thought I hadn't finished the technology yet, and I freaked out for a second. Okay. Upgrade lower tech first. Okay, we'll give that a few turns to accumulate some money. I don't need to individually click everything every turn. What is this? That's a lot of Carax. Huh. Do I need more ships? I think I might. So let's get those. And let's make sure their ships aren't going to come murder our infantry. Alright. So, science investing for sure. I am still low on science. I'm going to go ahead and attach this now. Now I'm losing food. How do I resolve that? I mean, do I just let the food go? I might. That's not a very good harbor. I do think I need food in here. We'll add the farmer's quarter. I want to make sure these scientist slots stay full. There's a bit more of a balancing act than just like spamming the research quarters now. Oops. Nope, just retreat. And Hattusa? Yeah, you don't have too bad of industry. I suppose you could produce some ships too if I really need it. Okay. You hold out there for a sec. Okay, there's steam engine, which means I now have coal. And over here, we want to get all the coal online as soon as possible. I have 2 coal in Kerma. Buy that out and just let it build the coal. We can get some more science quarters in here as well. And then coal in Athens. Okay. I only have, let's see, I have 1, 2 oil. I think that's enough. Okay, I do have 3 oil. 3 oil, I think, is the most you need for anything. So if you have 3 oil, you're pretty much all set. Could you stop chasing me like that? It's getting old. That's why I do not like the AI having perfect vision of everything, as they tend to just chase you around for eternity. Okay, start upgrading some of those longbows. Though to be honest, longbows could still be kind of useful behind line infantry. I'd still prefer artillery for obvious reasons, but could get some rocket carts if I really wanted. I don't think there's a purpose for that though. I'm going for money in this city. Yeah, let's grab some more money infrastructure here. I think I do need another science city though. Maybe it is time to upgrade. Because urban planning is coming up, which gives me +1 city cap. I could upgrade like the city right here. It has some starter districts because that was one I destroyed earlier. Yeah, I think at this point it's worth it. Let's do it. I'm gonna go for this one because I'm unsaddled by previous choices of dumb AI. So get a little bit of industry online first, and then we are gonna go hard on the research quarters. And my Keen still doesn't have some basic infrastructure. That is an oversight on my part. Not too bad of one. Okay, start getting more science. Go ahead and attach this here. And just get a bunch of adjacency. That's what we care about in this city. Probably need a farmer's quarter at some point, but not going to worry about that. And thankfully that started with all the science infrastructure already built for us, so we don't need to worry about building that either. I should build a harbor here just so I can disembark more easily. There we go. Okay. Hattusa. Hattusa kind of has a mix of everything. Go for that 14 food. Yeah. Little adjacency on farmers' quarters never hurt anyone. I want to fill this out a little bit more. Plenty of stars to get here still. just end turning my way to electricity. And electricity will increase my outputs quite a bit. Okay. Upgrade these longbows. Okay, I think that's probably good enough. We can start going after the Zulu here. Finally get some excitement back in our lives. I should really consider building Topkapi soon. I could just build it right in here. Mikey, let's get you in on it. Tusa, you're only building farmer stuff at the moment. Gnosis. I could add Kerma in here. Yeah, I think that's worthwhile. Yeah, Eiffel Tower and Statue of Liberty are both still unclaimed, which I think are both decently good wonders. Statue of Liberty, I think, is actually better than Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower is worse than it was before because it's harder to maintain higher populations. So, you know, if I built the Eiffel Tower in Kerma, I'd get 28 production, right? Which is like less than 5% of an increase in my industry. So it ends up basically being worse than Topkapi Palace is as far as increasing my industry. Oops. Okay, so put my real ships in the front here. Then hide my transport ships in the back. There we go. Hopefully they don't focus fire too much. Doesn't look like they are. I don't know what it is with the AI. It seems over the course of the game's life cycle, the willingness of the AI to build ships has just continually increased. And I'm not sure if it's just like a perception that I have, or if it's actually true. No need to bring these guys in. These are transport ships. Okay. Just the one left. And it's just, okay, it's running away to shoot my transports. Alright, there we are. Should have clear line to the player here now. Gonna retreat them so they can heal up. No. The only thing I hope is that they didn't choose the Poles, because AI Poles plus Zulu is such a pain to play against. I don't remember what they chose for the early modern, but Impy on top of Winged Hussars is like an absolute nightmare in the hands of the AI. It really sucks to play against. Okay, let's get that science per population. That is worth having. Might as well get that iron mine. And then a little bit more money generation. Okay. Investigate. Extra science. Okay, not doing too bad here. Gonna go ahead and make a quick save, because war decks tend to screw things up. And declare war. Thank you for your conveniently placed harbor that makes it very easy to invade you, Zulu. And thank you for going up as the Zulu instead of some other culture. Makes no sense. Change minus 400 gold for plus 10 industry on 8 targets. That's fine. Alright. And there's electricity, which is an amazing technology because it increases all your outputs pretty dramatically. As it should, right? I mean, electricity fundamentally reshaped human history. What is with this territory? I'm in Bizarro land here. Wow, that is super weird. Sometimes territories generate like that, and I'm not really sure why. I do wish they were a little bit more consistent. Kind of reminds me of like Vietnam, actually. Okay. 10% food would not go unnoticed. Let's do the maker's quarter first, though. Then we can do the food, and then we need more science. Okay, next up, microbiology. That'll reduce the population consumption and give me some extra stability for the pop that I have on my cities. Because I am starting to lose some stability on some of my core cities. And particularly since I have Taj Mahal, which is getting me a pretty major bonus to my gold when my people are all happy and carefree, I want to make sure I maintain that high stability. They picked the Aztecs, which means they're going to be zipping around. And the Ghanaians? I guess they must have taken some stuff over. I still have no idea where their cities are. I need to keep all my units together, though. Okay. Weird that I couldn't see it right there. Alright, here we go. First attack. These all draftees, yeah. Okay, I have 2 longbowmen with all my line infantry. So the way we want to set this up, we want to leave a clear line here so that all these backline units can shoot, and then we can move forward other units to take another shot. I'll show you what I mean. And I try to demonstrate this every time I play. Is that a forest? Yeah. It's weird that that looks more like a grassland or whatever, or shrubland. Makes it very confusing. Because it feels like you should be able to shoot over it. These are very sturdy within their walls. But not sturdy enough, typically. Typically. I'm honestly not sure where I'm getting all this movement from. What is going on with... Oh, whoa, okay. Something was up with, like, the tile I was trying to select there. And we'll see how many of these just run into my units and immediately die. Though they are Zulu, so let's see. They do have Lighthouse. It'd be great if I could take that away, actually. It'd be better if it got fixed so it didn't work on units it wasn't supposed to work on, but gotta play around it for now. Same thing with like the German's legacy trait. Here we go. Almost screwed that up. Okay, San Lorenzo. Kind of a weird city. The AI do a pretty bad job at determining which territories to attach to each other. Okay. That should help my production quite a bit, actually, because I have the manufactory for silk. Any other manufactories I can build now? Probably not. Yeah, that is too bad. Oh, did I miss I missed a coal. Get that up. And they can just idle. They can just idle for now. I don't need them against the Zulu here. Where are all their units? I'm so used to them having way more units than this. That's been the story of most of the games that I've played. Well, all the easier for me. Actually, the archers can go down here. Something like that is fine. Okay. Get them to shoot, get them to shoot. Can start creeping forward. Oops. These guys seem like they're taking way more damage than the other ones did. Maybe that's just perception on my part. Okay, that's pretty much all I can do in terms of attacks this round. Should be a fairly simple cleanup. I'm gonna pull this guy out just in case. Okay. And hopefully the rest of these just die. No. There we go. Where are their armies, man? Okay. Down here. Do we need more food? Not really. Biblos. Biblos, Biblos. Get those two. And let's get some more market quarters going. Expand out in this direction over here. Patriotic. Yeah, this one's a weird event because there's really no reason not to pick patriotic. Like, it's the only one with a positive side effect. Are there any of these that I need? I don't think so. I suppose materials procurements, but even then, I can get this plus 30%. plus 30 war support when declaring war. Kind of forgot about that one. I haven't needed it at all this game, but it is nice if you're going for a warmonger playthrough where you are, just trying to declare war on everyone literally every single turn. Okay, looking good so far. I'm going to need to pick up urban planning for this +1 city cap because my influence output is going to start to take a nosedive once I win the war here. I'm glad I didn't keep trying to go up along this way. What a weird set of territories. Aha, another city. Like, are they at war with someone? Like, do they not have any more stability so they can't build anything? What's going on? Like, I've seen the AI roll over and die before, but not like this. Just keep creeping forward. Okay, couldn't quite kill the last one, so I was going for it, but oh, there are a few that are out of sight, which whatever. Is that a knight? Sure, that's gonna stand up to the line infantry. Come here, you. Boom. Turns out I probably could have gone for them earlier, but what's done is done. Excuse me. So I think what I want to do is get Statue of Liberty going soon. I do want that plus 10% food. One good thing about the change to the district cost scaling is that I feel like I actually have incentive to build the coal plant now. Like, it's actually useful. It's still a trade-off, but it's a trade-off that you're willing to make sometimes. I don't think I need it here, though. 52 industry, that's not bad at all. Up here, I'm going to continue my hard focus on money. Actually, let's not lose the food there. We can build up in this way. And overproductive. Go for overproductive. No one ever misses a little. Or no one ever turns down a little bit of extra industry. Okay. And up here. What a weird way to attach territories. I have no idea what the AI was doing here. This is where some of my other resources that I want are, that are giving some bonuses to what's it called, to science. So like silver and mercury. Really want to control those. Okay, let's get that +2 money per trader. I don't have naval trade routes, so that infrastructure would go to waste. I could attach this as well and get another one of my emblematic quarters. Probably this one, actually. Let's do that. Yeah, that gives way more money than just regular market quarter. Holy cow, the cliffs are real over here. Too bad I'm not the Italians. Alpini are a ton of fun. If you haven't played with them yet, I'd really highly recommend it. Oops. Okay, we're gonna firing line them from over here, I think. Where do I actually have to be to shoot them? Okay. So, oh, apparently I can't shoot anyone from there? That seems weird to me. I'm not even going to bother bringing these guys in. I don't need it. I've got my line set up. You know, it's just a matter of plinking them down. Especially if they're not actually going to try to come out and do anything to me. Oh man. What are they even doing? Like, where's their military? Like, they clearly went out and conquered people, because I know they weren't the Babylonians at the start of the game. Or, I mean, maybe they were, but usually the AI that, you know, get fairly ahead in fame are ones that that conquered other AI empires early on. So what happened to their army? Can we get this last guy? Yeah, nice. All right. And there's a Machu Picchu right there, wild Machu Picchu. How are we doing on war score? Gotta murder their entire empire, apparently. Did they? Okay. They built the Wondrous Deposit for Dai. Fair enough. Aha, here they come. A real army. But I have the high ground, Anakin. Don't try it. Okay, they're not going to try it. What? Is this a city? Oh my god. What a bizarre city. I thought this was like attached to some crazy territory up here somewhere, but apparently it's not. Aha. Okay. And yeah, you can shoot there. Okay, that's nice. Don't think I can get anyone else into a shooting position this round. I'll just end the round. I don't need to micromanage these battles too much. There's no real threat of losing. It's technically possible I lose a unit if they really focus fire, but I should be taking out enough units at the start of the battle, and they should be split enough in their attention that it's not a real threat. Okay. That is the dumbest city I think I've ever seen the AI build. All right. Let's see. I think I start working on the Statue of Liberty here. I'm gonna put it in Kerma. Might as well buy that out. You can help on the statue. You can help on the statue. 5 turns is not too bad. 4 turns is even better. And into trench warfare we go. Actually, let me think about that. I mean, I suppose it does unlock my emblematic unit, but I don't have oil researched yet. Either way, I need both techs, so it really doesn't matter too much. Okay, their army's coming back. They're one single army. They're gonna lose on the next turn anyway, so I may as well just defend this one city. Alright, and put the floating market down. Children's rights. We'll get those extra researcher slots, because that is really what I'm focused on at the moment. Down to 2 turns by adding Kerma, which is perfect. Alright. So, I want Babylon and Sipar. I think Laventa and San Lorenzo can wait for another round of stuff. So these two they have silver, they have all the science luxuries in them, which is why I want to prioritize them. Like Laventa and all that would be nice for the marble and stuff, but the tech is more important here. Does that have anything in it? It doesn't look like it. Okay, so I can leave that off. Sipar. And Theman. Let's see, lead in Aludra. It's 46, which I don't have enough for. Tegmine. That has a coal, which is worth having, because that's +1 on every output I have for every district. Okay, I can go pillage that and take it. I think that looks good for now. Alright, so Babylon. Let's see what you got. It's not too bad, honestly. I've seen a lot worse than this. Let's get some of this infrastructure here. Specifically animal barns, which is kind of weird that it doesn't have yet. And it doesn't really need this other stuff. Suppose Cabinet of Curiosities. Playhouse. Just need to wait for the stability to recover here. I do need more food and Sipar. Okay. Alright, let's get these guys out of enemy territory. We're going to go after these territories here. Try to take them out of the equation. Okay, and I have taken over the wondrous effect for those for these luxuries, which is going to give me a really sizable amount of science. Tea would actually be great, because I am slowing down on my outputs. My food output. I'm just going to get everything. Da 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 da. Just clicking through the menus. There we go. Okay. Roma, Capua. Huh. Interesting. I feel like this continent is way larger than the one I spawned on. Like it's just thicker, has more territories. Interesting sort of dichotomy there, I suppose. Could go after blue next. And that might not be a bad idea because they do have the silk. Am I buying those? I am. So I temporarily lose access there. But at the same time, I'd permanently control it and hopefully take another player out of the game. Are there more wonders available? No. Going to keep plowing through. Definitely another scientist star is more than accomplishable. Definitely get another merchant star. I think another agrarian star is possible as well if I play this right. Like 30 food. And over here, little extra food would not go unappreciated either. Can also get a fertilizer plant. Now, do I want to keep focusing on money, or do I feel like I have enough? I think for the stars, particularly with the contemporary era stars, you can't really slow down on producing money. So let's plow that through. Lockdown. Go for overproductive. All right. Well, got a bajillion grievances. Yeah, give me stuff. Give me all your things. Well, I guess I'll be going to war with the Zulu again. Who do I want? Like, which city do I want to hit first? I guess we send, like, these guys down this way. And then we use these guys to sort of defend over here until I've cleared these cities out again. Okay. And yeah, we can keep going on money. I'm pretty satisfied with 3 to 4 turns to build a district. It's a good spot to be in. And over here, fertilizer plant is good. I got my merchant era star. I have max war support again. Alright, well, let's go. Yeah, better to attack from this way. And Rome. Guess I'm not really that interested in defending, to be completely honest. Ooh. Honestly, do I actually want to take that fight? Yeah, okay, I should be fine. I have a decent high ground advantage here. Impy are a real pain in the ass, but it shouldn't be an issue. At least they're not the Poles. Could be worse. I'd rather deal with Impy than with winged hussars. Especially AI winged hussars. Just stupid. I'm actually going to back him up. Shoot from there. Move him forward. Shoot there. Take out those knights. I'll go ahead and finish those Impy off. I'm going to take quite a bit of damage. It's very possible I lose units here. particularly with these musketeers, because I think they're barely lower combat strength than my line infantry. Yeah, I just need to move him out of the way for now. Move him forward. And I think I need to start going after these musketeers here. Possible I lose this guy on this turn. Ooh, close. Okay. Well, let's get right up into that district. I do need to take these impy out. Okay, it looks like these guys shouldn't be able to shoot him here. So we'll go there, try to make use of all the firepower we can. Ugh, still not dead, come on. Okay. Well, we'll lose a couple of units there, but we will make do. Actually, we can make some artillery in Babylon here. One expert, usual distribution, and Athens. Yeah, let's get some more of my emblematic district up. Could also use food. Just gonna go ahead and buy that out. Right there, looks good. Buy that as well. Okay. This new city, whatever it's called. Sure that works. And then just spam out a whole bunch more research quarters. Go on expert. I want to make sure I keep growing. I want to fill in all those scientist slots to the extent possible because they are a pretty significant contributor to my successful ability to go down the tech tree. What is this combat strength, man? Okay. I need to reinforce over here. What a pain. This is why I hate the Zulu. And they're not very good for the player because they don't help you with outputs. But they are amazing for the AI because they slow down the player. So what I need to do is get them to move. Honestly, don't mind if they take the flag. So here's the thing is they can't move and fire, right? And by getting them to move, they no longer have, they're no longer entrenched or dug in, which means they have 10 lower combat strength when they're defending. Still have a lot of combat strength, though. If they take my flag, my units just end up retreating, which is really not a big deal, right? Because I didn't retreat before. But if I can win the battle, I would much prefer to do so. Okay. So, my king. Let's go ahead and get you a Cabinet of Curiosities. And then we can get some more science quarters. Let's see. Go for Encyclopedia now. It gives the Academy, which is very expensive to produce, but significantly increases the adjacency bonuses that you're going to get from... Well, why are you spawning down here? Spawn up here. Crazy city. But anyway, it significantly increases the adjacency bonuses that you're going to get from research quarters. It's actually a really important infrastructure, but it's also very expensive infrastructure. Okay, reinforcements are here. And, okay, they have to file through a fort. Lovely. These guys can come join the party as well. Don't know why they've retreated so far. It's a little weird when they're the ones that are supposedly attacking. That is a very annoying position for them to be in, though. Can only use so many guns on them at any given time. On the bright side, it's basically hamstringing their output in one of their cities, whereas it's not affecting Babylon or Sapar at all. So it's still advantageous for me. Can I get in there? No. I see. I'd have to go all the way around. Man, this really is a massive pain, this terrain. I don't think I've really seen cliff generation quite this extreme before. This whole continent is just absolutely covered. I just need to get this army up around this way. Because I'm fighting on a losing front right here. Oops. And that works just fine for me. Get you in the city, send you down there. See who they shoot. Alright. Finally feel like I'm in an okay position here to actually do some damage. Bring them in the city, keep filing them through. Can that guy shoot? No. I don't think there's any position he can shoot from. Honestly, just losing one guy in this is really not bad at all. I was expecting more than that. And the battle's not over yet, but it kind of is. Okay, let's pull that guy out. AI does seem a little bit better than it was before in quite a few ways, honestly. This was not the most representative game of like the good games I've seen the AI play. I have seen them play better than this. But overall, it's not too bad. They do struggle against the player a little bit if you like really truly get a good solid early rush on them, but aside from that, they've been able to keep up quite a bit better than they have in the past. Now let's start preparing for next era's technology. Doing really well on Aerostar so far. Okay. Finally. All right. But let's see. Just take the most damaged ones, heal them up. We can go right in after Rome here. You could go for this. Yeah, let's go for this city down here, actually. Slightly better terrain, I think. Creep forward. The huge. Okay. They might kill a unit here. If they do, you know, whatever. It's nothing I can't replace. Now that I have a foothold here, it's pretty much going to be impossible to get me off. I'm low on food and Sipar, which makes sense considering the territory that it's in. Is there actually a good spot for this? 21 food's not too bad. Let's put that up on the docket first. Didn't even lose a unit. Works for me. Okay. Nope. No non-aggression pact for you. Where are you? There you are. So these guys will meet up with the artillery. I will make them one big 8-stack. And that should serve my purposes nicely. We do need more food in Babylon, I think. We have a ton of empty slots, so got to fill those up. That Machu Picchu is kind of wasted, honestly. It's in such a crappy location that I'm not going to bother finishing it. I will later for fame, but right now there's no real point. I want to get those 3 techs at the very least. I can 3-star these 2 as well. I don't think that's an issue. Going to be a very high fame finish, I think. I'll have plenty of turns in the contemporary. Okay, let's attack Rome first. Weird terrain, but we can come in the back. Okay. And that'll let him get in the district here. Take out those draftees. Opens up that line of fire here. This is what I mean when I say combat is kind of like a puzzle sometimes. It has a lot of similar elements to being a puzzle. Not 100% of the time. And in some ways, though. I don't think I actually talked about combat being a puzzle this episode. That might have been a few episodes ago. I usually record these all in one go, though, so it tends to blend together a little bit. Ah, there are those impy. Okay. See if they actually do anything. Not really. Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And you're going to go meet up with the artillery here. Non-gnosis. Let's get some extra food. Could use another egg quarter, to be honest. Alright. So aeronautics. I think we need 2 more techs. Guerrilla warfare is like a total waste of time, more or less. We'll go for wireless telegraphy and then mechanization. I think those are the last 2 techs I need. And once I get those 2, I should be good to go as far as going for an era up. Oh, they're gonna sally. Okay. Yeah, that all looks fine. Actually put him down here. He's low health, so if he's in a spot where they can hit him, they might just suicide all their units into him and he'll just die. And obviously we do not want that. While that goes on, let's see what else is happening. Extra science on my targets works for me. We'll purchase the academy. And now I can get tons of adjacency. 61 there. And the center of that is pretty good. Alright. Back over here. Please don't kill my unit by running every single thing you have into it. Yeah. I really hate when they do that. But, oh well. Just becomes a bit of a war of attrition that I don't really like playing. But there's not much you can do about it. Once the, like, if the AI is able to take its turn in combat and it has like 6 draftees or more left, you should basically assume you're losing a unit. Wow, these are... Capua's really the only city over here worth having. These other 2 are complete garbage. Okay. Head down to La Venta. And Byblos. Doing okay on food. I mean, I could go for science stuff. I do have a surprising amount of science in Byblos. I mean, it's almost all coming from the amphitheaters, really. I don't have anything else really producing science in here. It's not bad. I think that's a testament to really how good the amphitheaters are as a district. Just how much science they can provide as the game goes. Okay. These guys should be able to take this, no problem. Sure. Really, no one can shoot from... Why is the... Oh, that must be in my territory. I was confused why it wasn't attached to the city behind walls. I could just move there freely. But I guess it's part of my territory that spots at the very edge. gets everyone there. And then we can go for La Venta down here, hopefully. Okay. Wow, terrible deployment. Wants to deal with that. Alright. Well, I guess we just shoot him and hope my main guy here doesn't die. It's about the most I can do. Honestly, it's easier when the unit attacking you doesn't die like that. But now they might all focus on this one. Let's see. What's going on over here? Okay. Go ahead and bop this guy. That's the last one. Oh, it's right here. I'm a little blind tonight. It is getting pretty late, so. Alright. Just the one still alive. There we go. There's La Venta. They gonna surrender? Nope, not yet. Look at all those Aerostars. Just one more turn on my Esthete Aerostars, and we'll be good to go up to the Contemporary. I'm going to go ahead and heal that line infantry there. And we'll just snatch this last city, which will be a good end to the episode. It'll put us right at turn 200. Ooh. Ooh, no, I can't take that with that army. We'll need more people, which are all coming up. Okay. Byblos. Yeah, get more science stuff. Why not? We will just dump a turn here into military coordination. There we go. And that, my friends, is every single star in the industrial era. Very nice. So now the real question is, who do we want to go up as? Let's take a look at our tech times here. Honestly, that's not too bad. Like, I don't feel like I have to take the Japanese or the Swedes. I could take the Soviets. So here's my thinking, though. Really, the last era, my tech choice here is going to be, not my tech choice, my culture choice is going to be entirely determined by how easy it is to get the inflated era stars, because everything else I'm going to be able to do, right? So one thing you're pretty much guaranteed to get are the tech stars, because you need to keep researching the techs anyway. The other one that's going to be really easy now is expansionists, because the stars have been dramatically reduced. I'm not sold on agrarian stars being easy to get here. I should be able to get money pretty easily. I think going Esthete would increase those era stars too much. So, I mean, I do think Turks or Brazilians are a possibility, and I would like to play those for you. This would be a good opportunity to do that, I think, given that I have a bunch of empty slots in some of my major cities. But at the same time, I really don't want agrarian stars to be my primary stars. So, I don't know. I just don't think the Brazilians are that interesting, to be honest. Just like, hey, you have more food. I could play the Americans if I want to gimp myself, but Americans are by far the worst culture in the contemporary, and it's not even close. Yeah, I think I'm going to avoid going for the scientist stars because, like, I've had such a good game with Fame so far that one of the issues I run into when I play scientist is that I finish the tech tree before I get my other stars. Oops. So maybe something like the Australians would be good. I haven't played the Australians yet on stream or anything. Yeah, let's go for the Australians. Getting that plus 20% industry on all cities is such a major boost. And builder stars, I mean, they're not that hard to get when you're conquering other people. I suppose the Chinese... No, I played the Chinese in the last one. And I've played the Soviets in one of my episodes already. I do want to space it out a bit. Let's go for the Australians. Builder stars are harder to get now. Now that there's an increased... now that the scaling has increased on quarters and all that. But I'm doing so well for myself that I'm not too concerned about it. So dump a turn into siege cannons here. End the turn. And there we are. Turn 201. Start of contemporary. And we'll close out this war here. What is that? Okay. We're interested mostly in Capua. Yeah, it's pretty much everything we can get. These other little cities are not important at all. So there we go, 14 out of 18 cities. Probably be best to absorb some of these. So I'm going to go ahead and combine, let's see. Could even absorb some down here if I want. But I feel like these cities are just better spaced. These two would be the best option. I don't know how they would do on stability. Also, if you didn't know this, the Australians can actually influence purchase strip mining complexes, which is kind of bizarre. Anyway, so I'm going to finish this turn real fast just to set up the rest of the episode. Obviously, we are going straight for fusion reactor, just like every single game, because the tech is totally broken. Will I accept an offer? No. No. Okay. So definitely, I think I want these three to all absorb into one, right? I think that makes the most sense. Ooh. It's going to be a big stability penalty. But we're going to do it anyway. Police force plus 10 stability on garrison? Sure. No, don't have very many garrisons, apparently. Okay. So we're going to drop this in a spot that's actually useful. Honestly, I don't need the science in this city. So we're going to replace commons quarters there. And we will also claim Sydney Opera House for the extra yields. Maybe I should combine Babylon and Sapar as well. Because I do need the influence output. Like, what's my penalty? Minus 820? Yeah, I'm going to do it. There we go. Stability is still perfectly fine, so not too concerned. But I will need extra food in here. I am working on that farmer's quarter, so that's all good. Okay. Just let you all hang out. Oh yeah, that would have been an incredible spot. Actually, let's I don't mind slowing down my science a little bit. That's not a science-focused city. That's a ton of production that I can't pass up there. And Yeah, that works there too. I'm going to be polluting because of this. But, hey, what's human society without a little bit of pollution? Okay, not really worth it in here. I'm going to continue to focus on science. But not too much science, because I don't want the game to end super fast. Okay, there we go. That's finally the end of that turn. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. And in the next one, we're going to be playing the Australians in the contemporary era, starting on turn 202. See you then.